The choice is yours here, right? So imagine you have like this horrific bicycle accident. You have two options. Either one, you can choose to have that accident in the United States, or you can choose to have it here in Germany. Now, there's pros and cons to both sides, right? Here's what I've kind of developed when I thought about the differences between the two. So one, in the United States, if that accident happens, you're going to get a lot of camaraderie. You're going to get a lot of humility. You're going to get a lot of kindness from the people who are working on you. Most of the time, of course, and it sucks to generalize, but just like overall, right? But then when you actually have to take an ambulance and then you have to have the stitches and all that jazz, then you're gonna be paying a pretty big bill. Then on the other hand, if you have the accident in Germany like I did, a few years ago I was riding a bicycle through Germany going to a Biergarten to drink beer, natürlich, and the handlebars snapped. And I went like flying over into pavement and just like split my chin open. I had a concussion. It was a whole thing. They had to call the ambulance and I had to go to the hospital and they had to put stitches in. Okay, but here is the other trade-off. I had two interactions in that hospital that would be very different from how they would have been in the US. The doctor came in and was doing one of those ultrasound like jelly things as if I was pregnant and moving around to see if I had any internal bleeding or breakage. And all of a sudden he goes down to my bladder and he's like, well, it looks like you really need to urinate now. And I was there just like covered in blood and like bandages, was like, yeah, actually, I really do need to go. And the other interaction was this nurse who came up to me and was like, well, did you wear a helmet? Of course, I'm an idiot, so I was like, no. And the nurse, like that Tina Fey meme, she was just like, but then they sent me on my merry way, and then I went home, and all I paid was about 15 euros for the ambulance ride. 15! T-E-E-N! I can't even begin to fathom what that would have cost me in the US. Of course, yes, there's like people in your the insurance, and there's my network, and blah, blah, blah. But you're not paying $15. In the States, I'd still be paying that shit off. And look, before people come into the comments like saying what all the flaws are with all the different systems, yes, no system is perfect, yes. But here's your question. Would you rather have that happen there or happen here?